to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. You look at Indiana.
Well, more than anything, they're looking to avoid a letdown. Sometimes you get home court advantage and you maybe take your foot off the pedal a little. But they do not want to start slow and give their opponent confidence.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Look at the Pacers. A win here in the first game of the series gets them closer to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, and it's all about taking things one step at a time. They can't get lost in the moment. They need to focus on the task at hand.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. Here's Holland. On the take. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Off the inbound. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Heat. First quarter of play, a minute in. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Westbrook lives for those kind of drives, forcing the D's hand.
And the shot goes.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop him?
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Holland. Fires from deep. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Holland's got 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Anunoby. Into the lane. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
They set a pick. And Westbrook slams it home.
A seasoned vet in this league. Westbrook has run these sets countless times. He knows what to do in them.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Turner. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Gets stolen by Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here he goes. Towns outside. The kick out to Johnson. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Alexander Walker. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Miami trailing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The 3 is up. The shot off that time. And here's Indiana now. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
How about Towns rumbling down that court, completing the break.
Down low. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Miami. Trailing by 2. Here's Brooks. What a terrific move that is.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Turner.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Holland. And the layup is good off the glass. Holland's got 7 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop him.
Holland. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
For 3, Westbrook. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Right side, Anunoby. Can't hit from in close. Now Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so, what?
The Heat, 17.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Yeah, Turner is used to absorbing contact on the way up. Terrific balance on display there.
Pass to Bassie. Washington outside. Back to Bassie. Second chance effort. Nifty move. Rips him the dunk off the timely pump fake.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And that one drops.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Henderson. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And the second free throw is good. Heat leading by 3. Here's Henderson. Got a hand on it. Indiana on offense. In transition, here they come. Bassie can't get it to go. Henderson scanning the floor. Bassie with it. Henderson picks him up. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The 3 from Okoro. Nails it from beyond the arc. And that ties it up.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
And it's Indiana's ball. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
The three-pointer off the mark. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Inside, Boner. And he jams it home with authority.
Just a good playmaker. Brunson using the pick and roll to create offense for his team.
The try by Nembhard. And rejected. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And here's Indiana now. Second shot opportunity.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Pass to Boner. Back to Brunson. From downtown. Pacers with a rebound.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
2 points. That one goes.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Washington with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. On the wing, Nembhard. 5 points in the game. Can't connect from short range. Miami trailing. Left side, Brunson. To the paint. Boner. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Bassey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bassey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game. Indiana calls timeout. Some changes for Indiana. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Westbrook outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Turner. Good work defensively by Richards. Indiana leading. Here's Okogie. The putback. Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now here's Burks. And here's Ellis. And that one's good. Bagley. And the Pacers lead by 6.
And they're really working the paint now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Bagley. Off target at the rim. Three-pointer, Brooks. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Brooks has got 5 points.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Pacers up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. To the inside. Back to Westbrook. Driving to the basket. And Westbrook slams it home.
so sudden once he takes that first step. Westbrook often proves uncontainable on the ground.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Burks. Pass to Ellis. Here's Okogie. There's the three. The shot no good.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's the three. Here's Bagley. Second chance shot. Back to Ellis. Left side Burks. Shot clock at 3. They shoot again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
To the paint. Back to Henderson. Takes it inside. Here's Minot. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, for this team, their offense always benefits when Henderson is looking to facilitate. Has his head on a swivel.
Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Now here's Henderson. With the drive. Here's Barham. Richards pulls it in. Outside Bagley. Ellis outside. Back to Bagley. Rebound by the Heat. And a two-handed jam.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Tipped. Outside Robinson. Open shot from Brunson. And it's Miami with another.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Here's Bagley. Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Here's Burks. And it's Bona with a rebound. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for Miami. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Now here's Robinson. And Brunson gets it to go. And now it's a 5-point Miami lead. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Burks for 3. The Pacers again can't hit. So it's Miami now. Out to the wing. Here's Brunson. Soft touch goes from Brunson.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Inside. Sneaking inside, it's Brunson.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Timeout called, the Pacers.
Time for your Indiana Pacers, everyone. Let's get it started. Your Indiana Pacers.
Pacers trail by 9. Pass to Bassie. Washington outside. Back to Bassie. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Westbrook taking his time here. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. There's a minute 12 left in the third. Nembhard outside. Outside Kamara. Here's Holland. Drives to the hoop. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Here's Nembhard. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. Nembhard hits them both. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Heat leading by 9. Westbrook with it. Give him 8. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And here are the Pacers now. Nembhard for 3. Hits the trifecta. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Westbrook into the lane. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
And so it's the Miami Heat up by a healthy 8 points at the end.
Miami, 48.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pacers trail by 8. All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with Miami's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. This injury certainly looks like it could be serious.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Oh, Giannis dumps it home.
Exploding to the top. That's the bursting power of Giannis.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Oh, don't let Giannis in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Out to Bridges. Gets stolen by Johnson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
It's so easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
Now here's Westbrook. On the wing, Brooks. 4-3. Connects from downtown.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Towns down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with the intent.
Westbrook right side. Clock at 6. Nice D from Alexander Walker. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Indiana. It's a 5-point game. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And that play is a great example of why it's important to surround Giannis with shooters. They will get great looks from deep.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball forward.
Antetokounmpo inside. Cat doing what he does.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And Westbrook draws the double. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner. Outside Westbrook. Turner outside. Fires the three. Anunoby there for the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now Towns. To tie it up. Brooks with the rebound. The Heat with the lead. Oh, he jammed it.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
Timeout, Pacers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the head coach for the Pacers had some instruction for his guys during the break. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard and we will win this game.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Washington fires. Oh, missed on the tray.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. And he slams it down.
And look at Westbrook lifting off, taking flight off the drive for a big dunk.
Oh, he can't get the layup. Heat leading by 6. Now Bridges. .110 left to the game. Both hands there for a little extra.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Third personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that narrows the gap to 7.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
.46 seconds left in the final quarter. And Brunson, here we go. Book it! It goes!
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Yes! Using that window!
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. So the Heat win it. And they start out the postseason with a bang. A big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. Playoff basketball here on 2K Sports. Game 2, we're bringing it to you live. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. You take a look at the Heat.
Well, there are no easy games in the playoffs, and a closeout can be extra challenging. These guys need to stay focused and make sure they don't waste an opportunity to effectively put these guys away.
take a look at Miami. Man, they're giving it everything they have in this series to try and move on to the finals.
They are. I mean, this deep into the playoffs, you are running on fumes. But both of these teams doing what they can to stay healthy and sharp.
And Westbrook slams it home.
When it comes to attacking the lane, Westbrook is incredible. One of the best drivers in the league.
Outside Anunoby. From downtown. Rebound Miami.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Holland. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Indiana ball.
On offense, here are the Pacers. Outside, Alexander Walker. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Washington. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Westbrook taking his time here. From behind the arc. And again, no good by Miami. Pass to Washington. Back to Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. Now Turner. Antetokounmpo covering. Westbrook outside. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Now here's Westbrook. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Johnson. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, if we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
And he slams it in one-handed.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Did you see that, B.A.? Just an emphatic tomahawk slam.
Wow, just pure power right there. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting.
And the basket is good. Alexander Walker's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pass to Holland. Misses off the left iron. Indiana leading. Here's Washington. Now Anunoby. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Turner. And here's Brunson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Brooks. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. The 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebound, one of his specialties.
Giannis out. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Here's Okoro. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Henderson. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Heat. It's a 3-point game. Minot, good. Minot's got his first points in this one.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
And stolen by Brown. For 3, Robinson. Sinks it from distance. And the Heat lead by 2.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Robinson. Minot. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Outside Kamara. And he dumps it down.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Henderson outside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
No, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Nembhard, good. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Minot. Now here's Robinson. Here's Minot. Back to Robinson. The 3-ball. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's Indiana now. Back to Kamara. Lets it fly. No good that time. Miami trailing. To the middle. Porter. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Russell Westbrook.
Nembhard outside. And the layup falls. Nembhard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around. He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Brown with a steal. Pass to Westbrook. Robinson for three. And the three-pointer goes. Robinson's got 6 points.
They're shooting the three extremely well this quarter. It's fun to see if they can keep it up.
The shot by Nembhard, no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Blocked! A minute 53 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Towns. Back to Bassey. Here's Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Towns making that shot look routine.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Inside. Minot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Minot got his third basket on the night right there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Kicks it out, Towns. Towns drops the hammer.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. Pass to Minot. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Indiana with a rebound. There's 42 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Nembhard for 3. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Westbrook right side. Oh, ripped away. And now Indiana on the fast break. Kicks it out, Towns. Back to Kamara. Shot clock at 6. Off target at the rim. He gets it up. He's off on that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Indiana ahead. They lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. Here's Burks. Here's Okogie. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Okogie's got his first points of the night. They set the pick. Westbrook left side. Here's Turner. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Ellis outside. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now in the game.
Launches it from deep. And here's Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Okogie. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Works for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Turner for 3. That shot off.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson Brunson.
And the defense had the right idea, but Brunson is able to push through the contact.
Bucks got room. The rebound by Turner.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
To the paint. Good work defensively by Richards.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Ellis outside. Doubled by Turner. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Bagley. Ellis outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And finished off by Brooks.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Outside Bagley. A deep three. Brooks with the rebound. He trailed by 5. On the take, Brunson. Count the basket. Brunson's got 8 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Indiana calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Antetokounmpo inside. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Holland. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside, Alexander Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it loose. And they get it back. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
Outside Brunson. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Washington doesn't go that time. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Miami. 8-point game. Elbow shot. And the jumper is good. Brunson's got 6 here in the quarter. And here are the Pacers now. Here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. Into the lane. And it's Bonin with a rebound. Brunson looks it over. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Anunoby for 3. Rebound Miami. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Washington outside. Clock at 6. Takes it inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points. Here's Brunson outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Indiana Pacers leading by 6.
The Pacers, 47.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Heat trail by 6. There's a screen by Turner. Down low. And then Turner with the dunk.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Pass to Holland. Back to Brunson. Nembhard with a steal. Left side, Kamara. Towns outside. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Bassey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Towns double team. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Brunson with it. Yep, that one goes.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Nembhard into the lane. Here's Bassey. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Heat trail by 4. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. And it's Miami's ball. And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Nembhard outside. 4-3. And it's Bona with a rebound. Miami trailing. Here's Minot. Pass to Henderson. On the wing, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Henderson outside. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Using the glass to lay it in.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Henderson scanning the floor. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Anunoby fires. Antetokounmpo. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Brooks. It's money from deep.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Oh, stolen by Turner. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul of the game. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. To tie it up. It's good from beyond the arc.
And when Brunson drives it, he draws attention, and that helps open up the perimeter.
Banks it home. Big shot.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Anunoby on the wing. From deep three-point land. Turner with a rebound. Outside Brunson. "41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he sinks the jumper.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Here's Turner.
And great to see Turner rising to the occasion and finding the clutch bucket.
Antetokounmpo. Now Anunoby. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Money from three. Now here's Brunson. That'll count. Driving to the basket. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to Game 3 of an exciting playoff series here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. You look at the Pacers.
Well, it all comes down to this one game. What a series it's been. The excitement in the air is palpable. I can't wait to see how this team responds in front of this hometown crowd.
Pacers, a win here for them will send them to the NBA Finals. It's right in front of them.
It's a shame both of these teams can't advance. This game will test their physical and mental strength from start to finish.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. From the high post, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
There's a screen. Pass to Holland. The three. The Pacers pull it in. Up top, Anunoby. Launches a three. The rebound by Turner. And the Heat with possession. Outside Brunson. Now Turner. The three is up. Drills it from deep.
Turner's ability to knock down the three is absolutely critical. His confidence from beyond the arc is remarkable.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Pacers. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Brunson. Indiana with a rebound. Antetokounmpo, left side. And Giannis with the jam.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And he hits it to tie the game. 10 points for him.
He got right into the flow of this game, hitting 5 of his first 7 shots.
Pass to Turner. The kick out to Brunson. He drops it from range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Antetokounmpo outside. Off target with the 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Now Brooks. Miami moving it around. We've got 1:28 left in the opening quarter. Here's Brunson. The shot won't fall. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Washington outside. Outside Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Down low. Here's Holland. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek Freak is on fire.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson on the drive. To the middle. Drives to the hoop. And it's in there. Brunson's got 11 points.
Well, guys, we don't call him Big Body Brunson for nothing. Give him a little contact and it's no problem.
Gets it up. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for Miami. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Bassi. And here's Kamara. Fires for 3. The rebound by Turner.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Left side Brunson. Brunson. Good D by Bassi.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Okoro outside. Pass to Bassi. Nembhard outside. He takes it in. Kicks it out Towns. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Miami trailing. Henderson outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, even though he's 6'2", Henderson is best attacking on the interior.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Heat. There's the drive. Six to shoot. Releases from 15. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Yeah, very efficient shooter from inside the arc. Henderson can beat you in a plethora of ways.
Nembhard, good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Miami. Henderson outside. Outside Robinson. Pure from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 3.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Henderson with it, and it's Bassi picking him up. Up top, Robinson. And finish by Robinson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Oh, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
That one goes in. Nembhard's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, foul line and down. Andrew Nembhard, such a good scorer.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Heat making a switch here. Pass to Bassi. Outside Kamara. Okoro outside. Takes it inside. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's now only a 1-point Miami lead. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Westbrook's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. To the inside. Bassi, good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Westbrook left side. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Kamara. Towns down low. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
The drive by Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. Easy work inside for Towns.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Westbrook left side. The 3. Bassi pulls it in. Towns with the ball. Got it off in time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front, up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're back with more action from the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. And he gets it to go. Alexander Walker's gotten a second bucket on the night.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from mid close.
Westbrook right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Washington inside. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Richards. For the lead. And it's good. On the layup. And the Pacers lead by 1.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Westbrook. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Here's Johnson. Pass to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, my goodness, P.J. Washington got off the deck in a hurry.
To the paint. Back to Westbrook. Let's go with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got 8.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
Robinson on the wing. Back to Westbrook. From behind the arc. And again, it's Miami from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Alexander Walker. And he makes it on the layup. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Westbrook slams it home.
You cannot give Russell Westbrook a lane to the basket. This guy will slam it in your face quicker than you can say boo.
That one falls. Give him 8 points now.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
They set a pick. Pass to Minot. And he dumps it down.
Well, superb awareness from Russell Westbrook. Understands where the gaps in the defense, almost impossible to check in the pick and roll.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Westbrook outside. Robinson on the wing. Uncovered. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Robinson's got 10.
Russell Westbrook right now sharing the wealth, getting his teammates involved. Love it.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Change it up. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Open shot from Brunson. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Too much Giannis.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Miami leading by 3. Outside Brunson. Driving in. Here's Holland. Banked it in off the glass.
Since the break, it's feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Okoro outside. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Oh, stolen by Turner. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Brunson. Pass to Turner. All sorts of time. Again, the Heat score.
And usually teams go on runs from a bunch of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And so he makes both from the line. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Brunson. He's got 13. Just 4 to shoot. Nice D from Nembhard.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Heat leading by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Heat, leading by 5. Tries it from the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Heat leading by 5. Outside Brunson. They set the screen. Bridges outside. 3-pointer Brooks. Nails it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Bassey. The rebound by Turner. Outside Brunson. Clock at 6. Brunson gets it done.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
Right wing. Towns down low.
Miami foul. Collins. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Burks for 3. Here's Bassey. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. Deflected. Here's Bassey. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's Brunson. It's deflected. They get it back. Miami needs to get off a shot here. There's the drive. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Indiana with some changes. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He was pumping them up, saying those guys had no idea what they were in for tonight. We've come this far. Don't let up now. And guys, he's going to be stoking the fire until the win is in the books.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pacers trail by 5. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Indiana misses again. Now Brunson. Here's Bridges. Shoots a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
A big-time flush by Giannis.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And here's Brunson. Ready off the pass, he lays it in.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grab, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. A minute 42 left in the game. And he slams it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Nembhard outside. Now Antetokounmpo. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness of the offensive end?
Here's Brooks. Knocks down the trifecta.
And there aren't many feelings like this in sports. Knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Heat.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production from Miles Turner.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
The Pacers breaking game 2, coming down to the court. Let's turn it up. Make some noise.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Yes, sir! It's good!
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
"16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. That'll be a 5-second call. And the Heat call time here. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Give yourself a round of applause.
And the Miami Heat will move on.
And they have punched their ticket to the NBA Finals. As happy as they are, they know the job is not done. But for right now, they'll take the night to celebrate.
No question. A lot to be proud of. They've battled all postseason long.
And to be one of the last two teams left standing, quite an accomplishment and quite an opportunity. Credit to this entire organization. All the planning and hard work and sheer will. It is not easy to get to this point.
No doubt they have earned it. congratulations to our Eastern Conference champions. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals.